Right, good evening. This is DC Inspector Brian E. McCarthy with a PhD in psychology. Please excuse my humour, my being facetious, I think is the word. I am currently, I'm just about to ring Police 101. Why? Because I had a whole sleepless night the other night because in one whole day of being assaulted, physically assaulted and lied to, in one whole day, on top of everything I'm dealing with, I had the neighbourhood policing team come out, 2 police call outs, physical assault, being lied to, plus 2 lots of paramedics coming out to me in one whole day and night with no sleep. Right. So isn't it quite interesting that the landlady said back in January when I moved in, she said, how don't let things gnaw away at your sanity. But she knows what these 2 tenants are like because she too is part of it. And she is a retired matron. She's an 85-year-old retired matron who said she'd help me write a book. You don't want to end up in the psychiatric unit. Yes, because we are dealing with psychopaths here. Actual, narcissistic, sociopathic, whatever you want to call them. That's what I mean. That's what I'm getting at here. So, but Cluedo. This is like a game of Cluedo. I really do feel like a detective. The key to the kitchen back door. Well, Terry. Now, I'm trying to remember what day it was. I think it was because in the past few days I've nearly gone mad. Terry, this old man that I thought was a nice old man, is a very dangerous, very, very, very nasty old man. Very nasty. So nasty that the day the neighbourhood policing team were here, he was saying to me, check the windowsill and you will see evidence. If you have a look in a link in the description to Dion's assault on me when she was coming out of Terry's room, you will see in the description, if you click on the video that says about Terry saying it must be downstairs, what stole the keys. He said to me before walking out the door, the day that the neighbourhood policing team came round. Oh no, hang on a minute. No, it was the following day. The day after the neighbourhood policing team. Wait a minute. The day the neighbourhood policing team were here, which was the day before. Hang on a minute. Just a second. I'm trying to. I've got to be very careful I don't end up having a stroke. Where's my. What day is it today? Because today is the 25th. Yeah, it was on Tuesday, the 23rd of April, that the neighbourhood policing team turned up. 2 lots of police officers and 2 lots of paramedics. And apart from 1 police call out, it was all of me calling them. And then on the 24th of April, Wednesday the 24th of April, which was yesterday, and I'd had no sleep because the night of, as I said, on the Tuesday, it was absolute hell. On Tuesday the 23rd of April, as I said, neighbourhood policing team, 2 lots of police call-outs. Dion assaulted me. The gaslighting over the keys to the back door. I'm gonna get the key cut, by the way, before I put it back in the door. The key to the window is still missing. Because this is so bad that my complaints have had to go to the IOPC, because the last police officer that turned up on the night of the Tuesday, the 23rd of April, one of the thugs that had once arrested me when I was going through all the corruption and homelessness and all of that, because obviously I've been in a lot of hotels, he slandered me when walking out of the door, because I was so distressed that before the last set of paramedics turned up, which I called out for me, for my own sanity and my own health, I had finally snapped, and Dion had got the reaction that she wanted, and I deliberately slammed doors to counteract what she had done. And I banged on her door. I said, if you make my life a living hell, I'll make yours. So of course she opened the door and she was smiling, filming me. This is a school teacher that I reported for possibly being under the influence of illegal drugs. Why? Because when I first moved in here in January, after some time when all this weird behaviour kicked off, she'd made a comment to me, a passing comment in the kitchen. She said, do you and your partner smoke? And I said, no, neither of us smoke. In fact, I still need to make complaints to the council about illegal smoking in bus shelters, and I want to complain to Tesco about their staff smoking outside the entrance, because it's against the law. It's a £100 fine. And this school teacher tenant that I've reported for saying that she might be smoking illegal substances, because she said, do you and your partner smoke? Because I've found funny substance cigarette butts on the patio outside her room. It's very telling, isn't it? But so interestingly, because I banged on her door in distress, she's deliberately orchestrated this. She got her smartphone and she filmed me, and I was going, are you happy now? Are you happy now? You've got the reaction you wanted. And she was going, because obviously when I filmed her attacking me and my partner, trying to provoke a reaction in a demented, saying you're racist, swearing at me and all this stuff, she'd finally got the reaction she wanted, and she was going, because I had done the same. When she was trying to provoke me, I was going like this. So now she got the reaction she wanted from me. But the good news is that police clown, thug, idiot that was not responding to the fact that she had already assaulted me that very evening. Hang on a minute, let me get this right. Yeah, sorry, I feel like I'm going to lose my head here. I'm trying to hold it together, because this is so dangerous. This is how people get, this is how you get a stroke. This is how you get dementia. This is how you get Alzheimer's. This is how you get a heart attack. This is very, very dangerous psychotic behaviour. But anyway, the police goon that was leaving said to me, we saw you smoking cannabis. And this was as they were walking out of the door. Now, if you think that someone is in possession of drugs or has been smoking cannabis, you don't walk out the door. You search them, I presume. And I said to him, what are you doing? Search me then. Go on. obviously I don't want men frisking me, but I'm like, initially I was terrified when they turned up. I said, Darren, get down here, because I don't want the police to touch me and I'm terrified of them. But then, because of my anger at how they've treated, I've been assaulted by this school teacher that I've already reported for possibly smoking illegal substances. This goon, and he really does have a face like a goon. He's behaving like a goon. He walks out the door and I'm saying, come back in then. Search me. If you're going to make a slanderous claim when I don't even smoke, saying I'm smoking cannabis, when I've already reported this school teacher for possibly being under the influence of illegal substances. So do you see what I mean? It's all very telling. So as they were walking out the door, they said, we can smell cannabis. Ah. So if they can smell cannabis, which I couldn't smell, where did that come from then? What's Dion been saying? Because I'm quite happy for them to search me. Come on, search me for drugs. Search me. I've got nothing to hide. I don't smoke. I've still got to make a complaint to Tesco about staff smoking outside because I can't stand cigarettes. I get angry about smoking in bus shelters, which is a £100 fine, and you PCSOs could make quite a mint out of that. Do you see what I mean, folks? So, guess what, though? Yeah, man. Wait for this. Oh, I'm getting excited about this. Detective Inspector Bryony McCarthy. I quickly got on the phone before I passed out because obviously I'm so exhausted. I had a whole sleepless night because after those police officers turned up, for about 2 hours I was speaking to paramedics. One of the paramedics was falling asleep. He even farted in front of me. He was that tired. He didn't apologise. You can laugh if you like. But anyway, my complaint about that police goon has gone straight to the professional standards department. Woohoo! Reference 61 of the date that I made the report, which I'm assuming was the Tuesday, the 23rd of April. Yes, it would have been Tuesday, the 23rd/24th, because it might have been in the early hours or around midnight when I made the call. So 23rd or 24th of April. So between Tuesday and Wednesday. Between Tuesday the 23rd and Wednesday the 24th. Yeah, but that's a slanderous claim that a police officer has made, saying his words to me were, and I was so fuming. I said, Darren, a police officer has just made a slanderous claim that I am smoke. He said, I saw you smoking cannabis, Bryony. He didn't even, I filmed him. He refused to give me his name. You're an idiot. I was standing outside the property like this with my phone in my hand, and he said he saw me smoking cannabis. I don't even smoke. I said, search me. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but this Dion has probably very, very calmly, in a psychopathic manner, gone, look at my phone, look, she's mentally disturbed, look, she's banging on my door, she's slamming doors, and I'm quite happy to admit on camera, on YouTube, that's why I said to her, you've got the reaction you wanted. My partner's father has just had a mini stroke. I haven't found out how my father died, and this psychopath. So, guys, this is a lesson in psychology, okay? Narcissists, look up Dr. Romani, the American Asian lady. Yeah, she's brilliant. psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists do this kind of thing, and they're trying to provoke a reaction, and she got the reaction she wanted, but I've got the evidence now. And Terry had said to me before the neighbourhood policing team turned up, check all the drawers, check the windowsill. And I did. And yesterday, on Wednesday, yesterday's Wednesday, yes, Wednesday the 24th, hang on a minute, Wednesday the 24th of April, I've written it in my diary, keys to patio returned, still waiting for key to the window. So I'm about to ring the police, because this nasty piece of work, Terry, do you know what he's a very nasty piece of work. Do you know why he's so angry that I filmed him? And according to the neighbourhood policing team that turned up, someone told him that I'd uploaded it to YouTube. I'm exposing you for your evil. And do you know what this lovely old man said when I said to him when he was walking out the door with his rucksack? I said, I felt sorry for you. This was yesterday when I'd had a sleepless night, and I was in a terrible state speaking to the floating support worker about what has happened here, because she's got the landlady's phone number. So I don't know if she's hiding something, but this is the first time I told her that Terry had walked out the door telling me that, I said to him, my partner's father has had a stroke. I don't know how my father died. You told me you lost a daughter. You kissed my hand when I first moved in. You said I was a lovely lady. You told me that you enjoyed winding up the maintenance man who's had a mental breakdown. His wife is pregnant. How lovely. What a lovely old man you are. And you know what he said to me? He said, there's some rope. Well, go ahead, there's some rope in the drawer if you want to hang yourself. And I said to the support worker, I was going to go and look through the drawers to find some rope to hang myself. So there we go. What a lovely old man he is. So a whole sleepless night. This is why the landlady told me to sue her. She doesn't care. And Terry's telling me all she cares about is money. Terry is 79. The landlady is 85. Don't ever think to yourself, oh, what a nice old lady, what a nice old man. Trust has to be earned. Earned. Do you hear me? Trust has to be earned. We're dealing with very psychotic people here. Dangerous people. I said to him I wanted to walk off the cliffs, and Terry said, there's some rope in the drawer, go and hang yourself. And do you know what I did? I waited, he walked up the road, and I chased after him like this in my dressing gown and slippers, and I said, you're a horrible, horrible old man. He made me feel guilty about filming him and uploading this to YouTube. He could have been the last person to make me top myself. I said, you told me your wife died. You told me your daughter died. Would they be proud of you? So, yeah. And he was just looking down at the ground, walking. I thought, if I do kill myself, I just want to make sure this is the last thing I ever say to Terry. So, yeah. This was yesterday, and then I wrote something on the notice board that Dion wouldn't be able to wipe off. I don't know, that might have been before. I think actually that was before he walked out the door, but I heard... I filmed with my camera. I don't think I'm going to upload it to YouTube, though. I filmed Dion actually asking Terry, do you feel safe? Meaning with me. Because as he was walking out, I mocked him. I said, Terry, do you feel safe with me? Are you sure? I said, you're a horrible, horrible old man. These people are they're all dangerous. It's very dangerous. Do you know what? I think there's a supported accommodation next door, because I knocked on their door to ask them if they knew about any antisocial behaviour. This is a school teacher that's allegedly a school teacher. It was Terry who said she's an art teacher at Ratton School. So if that's a lie, don't think, oh, Bryony's mad because these people have been gaslighting me. But if she is a school teacher, according to Terry, why is it that they're covering up the fact that a school teacher is taking drugs? So I wrote on the board that she's an alleged school teacher at Ratton School, and it's a fact that Ratton School had a teacher that was jailed for paedophilia and raping a 14-year-old, because when I looked up the school, the Argus had, it's in the Argus paper, it's online. So, yeah, there's a lot there's so much that's being covered up. But yeah, there are people next door, I think, with mental health issues in a supported accommodation in the house opposite, in the house next door. Because there's a very vulnerable man. I knocked on his door. I thought it was a residential house, but I think it's a special home. And then the vulnerable looking young man knocked on my door because I'd taken a parcel yesterday, ironically, and he came to collect it. So, but these two belong in a special home. It's ironic that Terry said he claims his wife was a warden in one of these supported accommodations. Well, they belong in a supported accommodation where they can be under surveillance, because this is psychotic. This is supposed to be a private tenancy, by the way. This is not social housing. This is not supported accommodation. This is a private tenancy. But I'm having to expose that YouTube, my YouTube channel, is proving that the police are lying. My YouTube channel, yes. My YouTube channel that the police know about. So anyway, I need to do something very important now. I've just been speaking, but I need to ring 101 because I've got to report that I've found the key. It's very important that I do that now before I forget, because they need to know that I found it and that I'm going to cut the key so that they, if they steal the key again, at least I've got a cut. Because if we pay rent for the property, then I'm paying for access to the courtyard as part of the contract. But the window, the key to the window is still missing. I'm on to them. Hang on. So I'm going to
Sussex Police. If you require an alternative force, press hash. You can get help from 101 online. If you'd like to receive a link in a text, press 1. Otherwise, please continue to hold and we'll connect you to a 101 phone service.
Here we go.
Thank you for calling Sussex Police. I'm Chief Constable Joe Shiner. I want us to deal with your inquiry as quickly as possible. If your call is about you or someone you know experiencing a mental health crisis, please hang up and dial 1.
This is a story of survival.
Where you will be able to speak to
Victoria, the landlady, saying she'd help me write a book. She lives in Cuckoo Land. She lives in Jackanory Land with the fairies. She's added to my story. These lunatics have all added to it. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to put this on pause.
If you're reporting an incident that is a police-related matter, press 4. Alternatively, please hold to be connected to the switchboard.
I'm just doing an update on a crime.
If you know the extension number you require, press 1. If you need to speak to one of our custody centres,
I'll get on with it.
If you are reporting a crime, press 3. If you're reporting
I'm just going to put this on pause. Hello there, this is, I'm reporting an update on a theft that I reported the other day. Oh my gosh, I've got reference numbers coming out of my ears. I can't remember. Well, let me
just run your mobile through then, won't be a second.
Thank you. Oh.
Okay, how can I help you tonight?
Right. On when did I report the I'm trying to keep up with the lunacy. I'm living in a madhouse. I reported the key two lots of keys that were stolen in my house share. A key to the back door and a key to the window in the kitchen. But yesterday, on Wednesday the 24th of April, I found the keys to the back door on the windowsill. And Terry, the tenant in room 4, had told me on Tuesday the 23rd of April, but literally just before the neighbourhood policing team turned up, he said, have a look on the windowsill. I think it was before they turned up. He said to me, because I'm trying to keep up with all of this. He said, have a look on the windowsill and on the, because he said it. I video recorded him about a couple of days before saying he thinks that it was Dion that took the keys, and on the Tuesday after the neighbourhood policing team turned up, I reported and filmed an assault by Dion, the other tenant, when she came out of Terry's room. So these two, and I also filmed and recorded a police officer named Daniel. This all happened on the Tuesday, saying that the landlady had the keys to the window and the back door, but I said she can't because she lives in Malta. So these two tenants and the landlady are playing games because I've filmed and recorded voice messages to the landlady. There's a lot that's been going on in this house, and I'm trying to get legal help, but I'm just reporting that I have the key to the kitchen back door, but the key to the window is still missing. I'm not going to put the back door key back until I have had it cut. I'm going to have a spare key cut so that if any of these lunatics steal the key again, then I will have a spare for myself, because as tenants, as part of the contract, we pay for access to the courtyard. So anyway, that's just what I am reporting. Basic.
Okay, well, I'm glad you found your key, and I will update our reports at this end. Right.
Thank you. As I said, the key to the window is still missing, but I have the back door key. So, yeah. Could I please take down a reference for this call, please? I've got to cover my own. I'm in recovery from all of this. And whole sleepless night. 1493 of the 25th, is it? Yes. Yep. Okay, thanks very much. Right. Okay. Thanks. Right. Thanks. Bye. 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 Right. So that's reference 1493 of today's date, the 24th of April. So, Victoria, who says that PC Turner, she said PC Turner, and it's all on YouTube. She said PC Turner was lying, she'd never seen my YouTube. So who was it who told, according to the neighbourhood policing team, who turned up 2 days ago on Tuesday the 23rd, they said someone had told Terry about me uploading videos that expose his, nonsense. And then later on that evening, Dion's coming out of his room and she assaults me. Yeah, so there we go. A very nasty landlady, 2 lying tenants. Well, the landlady lies as well. She tells me to sue her. Yeah, there's a lot of mental illness involved in this. It's hard to believe that the landlady... So this is a lesson to everybody. This is a lesson to everyone. This 85-year-old landlady told me that she's a retired matron who lost a niece to suicide. The 79-year-old tenant has just lost a daughter, kissed my hand, told me what a lovely lady I was, said he enjoyed winding up the maintenance man who had a mental breakdown and left, ended up telling me to go and hang myself with rope. And Dion, the school teacher downstairs, maybe under the influence of drugs. Police are lying, police are covering it up. Who's the winner in all of this? I'll tell you who. The lady, the woman of Yahweh. Because as the landlady put in an email to me, she said, "Are you a Jehovah's Witness?" I said, "No, not me. Jehovah's Witnesses, are you joking?" Jehovah's Witnesses, one of the satanic Masonic cults. No. I said my partner took me to the Hebrew Aramaic scriptures. Ephesians 5:11 have nothing to do with the works of evil, the fruitless deeds of evil, but rather expose them. And that's what I'm doing. Shalom Yahweh.